What's up YouTube? For today's video, we made full Area 51 Pokemon team. Now this team just eventually had to get done. It was getting suggested quite a lot. Pretty much what this team is about, if you don't know, I don't know everything about it because Area 51 isn't in my country. A whole bunch of people, I think in September, are going to like Naruto run Area 51 and try and get in there and see all the aliens and things like that. So that's what this team is about. What is your favorite alien or space Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section. Mine probably be Deoxys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you've hit the subscribe button. You've hit that bell and selected all the notifications because you missed the salt. It's not my fault. I'll be actually advertising my merch probably all this week, so everyone can have a check it out. We got some cushions, mugs, and phone cases, and t-shirts and hoodies. If you want to get one of them, link is in the description of the video. Let's get into it. We have two battles today, and these battles were out of this world. See what I did there? We got a battle. This one's on my Discord. This was against Matlock, and we got a Dunsparce lead. I'm leading things off with the security, so we actually did this team on my Twitch stream to sort of like thought up the nicknames and everything like that. And this is a pretty interesting team. So I've got a special Bisharp. Now, what you need to know about special Bisharp is it's bad. So I've got Dank Pulse, Metal Sound, Z Metal Sound for that matter, Hidden Power Steel. It doesn't even get Flash Cannon, and we got Focus Miss as the other move. So go for Z Metal Sound. What Z Metal Sound does, it gives you a +1 in a special attack, and it has the normal effects of Metal Sound. So essentially in the matchup, you've got like a +3 in special attack, which pretty much gives it like a normal special attack stat because it's so bad, right? So we got the Dunsparce swapping out there. Obviously, they didn't want to like face any of those special defense drops. And we got the Mudstyle coming in. I actually went for the Focus Miss there. You know what? It actually lands. It only landed because they swapped, right? If that Dunsparce stayed, it would have missed. No, real talk. So we got a special defense drop on the Mudstyle, which is actually pretty good. And Mudstyle's going to get a stamina boost. This thing actually needs to go before it gets too many stamina boosts up, right? So I was thinking, should I go for a Hidden Power Steel or just go for a Dank Pulse flinch? Decide to go for the Dank Pulse flinch there on the Mudstyle. Does some pretty good damage. So probably the next one's going to be enough to take it out. And I'm going to give the Mudstyle another stamina boost. It doesn't get flinch. It's able to get a Bulldoze off against my Bisharp. They're doing 3/4 damage to me. Unfortunately, I don't have Defiant, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's all good. I can go for another Dank Pulse and hopefully take out the Mudstyle here. They could swap too, but I don't think they want to swap any of the other Pokemon, sort of like judging on what the Pokemon they had in Team Preview. You guys can't see that at the moment, but just take my word for it. So Mudstyle is going to go down, which is, that's a good start getting rid of Mudstyle, right? All right, the next Pokemon we got coming in is the Bravery. So it's like, okay, there's not really too much I can do here. Bravery is going to go for a superpower, and that is my Bisharp down. Man, like some of these sets are pretty good, so I had to try and get around them. So Bisharp's down. I mean, Special Bisharp, right? If Special Bisharp can take one Pokemon out, that's a win right there. Even if it can do some damage. So now we're gonna go into UFO. I mean, Magnezone makes the perfect UFO. What do you guys reckon? So we got a Quick Claw Gravity set, which is pretty interesting to say the least. This thing was an absolute monster. Let me tell you what this set was. I've run something kind of similar to this before. So we got Gravity. What Gravity does, it obviously, gravity happens and like flying type Pokemon stuff like fall to the ground, that sort of thing. Also, it makes moves a lot more accurate, just for the sort of like new viewers. So going for the Zap Cannon, normally Zap Cannon has absolute trash accuracy and it hits a lot of the time under the Gravity. Now, so the idea of this set was to use the Gravity, use the Zap Cannon, and then the other move it gets is Supersonic. So I thought Supersonic would be a pretty cool move because it's sort of like a little UFO. And you know how it like fires that little beam down to like, beam me up Scotty kind of thing? That's why I thought it'd be good. And it's Parafusion at the same time. Dunsparce gets absolutely dominated there. Oh, the other move on it is Signal Beam too. So I thought that it was sort of like a tie-in with the whole UFO thing. A pretty cool moveset if you think about it. All right, so we got the Garbodor coming up. It's going to be going for the Protect. Obviously trying to like burn up my Gravity turns. Zap Cannon is going to hit the Protect. So that's all right. I mean, a lot of their Pokemon cannot swap into Zap Cannon from the Magnezone. Now, Magnezone is max health, max special attack, modest nature, and we've got the Quick Claw as well in case the Gravity isn't up or just want to get like a general outspeed. So go for the Zap Cannon there, and that does a lot of damage to Garbodor. It does like 3/4 damage and paralyzes. If you guys don't know, Zap Cannon always paralyzes when it like makes a hit. So it's got the Black Sludge there. The Gravity is going to return to normal. I was thinking, okay, I can go for another Gravity here. They're going to go for Protect. But they really can't touch me at all. They need something like a fighting type move, like a Drain Punch or something like that. So going for Gravity again there, and that bin gets a little bit smaller. I like how Gravity sort of like just pushes all the Pokemon down so they're flat. I mean, if you think about it, if there was a Stunfisk on the other side of the field, nothing would happen. Like the Stunfisk would still be there. All right, so go for the Zap Cannon, and that is the Garbodor down, which is a pretty good start. So this Magnezone, right, has really shaken this other town. So it's got rid of Dunsparce and Garbodor so far. So getting the Quick Claw activation with the Braviary. Braviary is definitely going to go for this superpower. And Zap Cannon is going to land, which is nice. And man, Bird Person gets absolutely dominated, man. This is what happens when you guys go into Area 51. You're going to come across this UFO and you're going to get beamed up. All right, so the next Pokemon we got is the Scrafty. I was thinking, okay, well, it's probably not going to take it out in one shot. Let's just go for like a Zap Cannon or a Supersonic anyway. So go for like Supersonic. Supersonic is a move you like never ever see because its accuracy is like terrible. Basically, it's like a poor version of Confuse Ray, if you want to, put it that way. So we got a Dragon Dance from the Scrafty. I've got to take this Pokemon out now. So I've got the Confusion right. So I was thinking, if I go for the Zap Cannon this turn, this is going to do like a lot of damage and it'll be Parafusion. Quick Claw activates again. I can't believe how many Quick Claws this thing actually got. Go for the Zap Cannon this time and it lands, which is good. And this thing is already confused. Remember that. So we got Parafusion and we hit it with a very powerful attack. So one more attack will actually take it out. I can go for Disrespect, Signal Beam, anything. However, it's going to get through me with a Drain Punch there, and that does a lot of damage to my UFO. The UFO has crashed into Area 51. So my Magnezone's down. But that's cool. The only problem about that was the Scrafty actually got a lot of health recovery back from Drain Punch, which is very unfortunate. And the Shed Skin actually heals and the gravity is gone. So I'm like, oh no, this is bad. Could this be like a Scrafty sweep? All right, so we're going to swap in my Runikas here. I thought this would be a good Pokemon called Classified. It's quite a, it's a classified Pokemon. All right, so it's going to hit itself in, obviously in Confusion there. It's got a max, I say it's got a max attack or it's a very bulky set. So it does a fair amount of damage with the Confusion. I'm going to be setting up the Trick Room. So what this set is, we got Trick Room, Recover, Zen Headbutt, and Power Up Punch. Regenerated as the ability and item as a life orb. So max health and max attack. So this thing hits like pretty hard, right? They're going to go for a Z move here, and this is going to be Darkinium Z. I'd say this would be Darkinium Z knockoff, comparing like to what moves they were using for. So I'd say they got like, Dragon Dance, Drain Punch, and knockoff, and some other like coverage move. So we got Black Hole Eclipse here. Guys, the alien is going to get sucked into the black hole. Even in this team, we've got black holes. Well, everything is about space at the moment. So the Runikas is going to get absolutely destroyed there. There's nothing I could have done. That is a really, really powerful move, right? Also, if anyone could guess the music that's going on at the moment, I thought it was quite appropriate. So we're going to swap in ET here. This had to be in this team. This is literally the the pinnacle of alien Pokemon. We're going to go for a Steel Wing. I don't know why this Pokemon gets this move, but it does. And it's going to get not actually taken out, and it's going to get wrecked by knockoff. So that is my ET down. Things are not looking too good at the moment. We had Magnezone on a really good run. The UFO crashed, and then we got wrecked by this Scrafty. So we're going to go to the Naruto run here. It's time to make a final sprint towards Area 51. And I'm going to go for the quick attack here. This is like a full like ninja set. Let's go over what this is. So we got Water Shuriken, Quick Attack, Work Up, and Smoke Screen. You got to throw that Smoke Screen up, guys, then Naruto run through it. Oh my goodness. So we got Max Special Attack and Max Attack. Fully relying on my speed here. So we're going to go for Smoke Screen on the Alola Persian. This thing was actually like a big worry because my team really didn't like dark Pokemon too much. So I actually get an Avoid there, which is really, really nice. And now I can go for a swap here. I was thinking I can't really get around Alola Persian too much. Let's go into Area 69. So this is my Bulky Deoxys attack. So the whole idea was to try and make Bulky Deoxys attack actually work. So the Persian's going to go for a nasty spot there, boosting its special attack. This is really bad, right? Like half my team is weak to like dark type Pokemon. So let me tell you what this incredible set is. We got Cosmic Power, Recover, Toxic, and Wrap. And leftovers as the item as well. So the idea is to go for the Toxic and get the Wrap going. So you wrap the opponent with your orange and blue tentacles, right? Then you spam Cosmic Power and Recover and just like basically stall them out with your like 20 base defense and special defense, of course. So we got the Toxic. That was really good. We got the Toxic on Alola Persian. That was very, very important. All right, so now they're going to get around me and hit me with the Dank Pulse, and my defenses are definitely... It didn't even matter, right, if they had like a nasty plot up. I was never ever going to live that one. So it's going to have the Shell Bell. My apologies there. You don't see Shell Bell very often, and it's going to heal itself up a little bit. So my only Pokemon, I've got to take this out, right? I've got my Greninja left, and that's it. All right, so they've got one more Pokemon, so I'm hoping I can get some misses. Thunderbolt is going to land on my Greninja, and I'm sorry, people. The Naruto run failed. You got, I'm not going to say that. You got stopped halfway down the field. And that's pretty much it for the first battle, people. The Area 51 raid failed. So let's get on to the second battle. This one was against Pokenerd. Actually, we had quite the same, character outfits, except I think mine's like shorts and that's a skirt. So we got a Infernite bleed here, and we're starting off with the security. Now, the border security is feeling a little bit, intimidating at the moment because there's a fighting and a fire type. I've got to swap out here, people. I mean, hidden power still, the cavalry isn't really going to be coming in there. So we're going to swap in classified here. We got a U-turn. That's kind of unfortunate. U-turn is going to do a lot of damage to me, like over half my health. That's going to be a very, very problematic Pokemon. Infernite is a very, very good Pokemon. Actually, both these teams have had some fairly competitive sets, mostly. So we got a payday Persian here. That's doing some pretty good damage to me. Obviously, that's getting boosted by Technician. I'm going to set up the Trick Room here. So whoever wins this battle, guys, is going to get that payday money. I'm not sure how it's going to be. Hopefully, it's $69. So we're going to go for recovery. I just want to recover my health off a little bit. I was thinking I might be able to get a power-up punch up against this Persian because its defenses, they're pretty bad run. It's going to have Bite as well. Bite does a lot of damage. I cannot probably go for another recover and keep going for Bite and stuff. So I've got to make a move. I've got to go for Power Up Punch there. I'm going to punch Persian in the face. It does 3/4 damage, which is pretty good because I got a crit. And I've got Life Orb as the item too, if I didn't actually say what this set was already. It's the item, obviously the whole trick to this set was to get the Trick Room up, go for Zen Headbutt and try and flinch the opponent. And obviously bolster your attack with Power Up Punch and recover off any damage in the process. The item was Life Orb too. Alright, so swapping in the security again, it's time to bring in the cavalry. Going for the Dag Pulse there, it's going to be enough to take out the Persian, which is good. We actually had a Persian in both battles. We had a Lola Persian and a normal Persian. Alright, the next Pokemon we got coming in here is the Kecleon. So it's like, what's this thing going to do? Should I go for like a Z move or what? It's going to go for a Protein Power-Up Punch here, and that is really, really going to hurt. Security almost gets one shot of there. Lives on 4 health. So it's going to get an attack rise. I actually went for the Steelium Z Metal Sound. I was kind of hoping I'd actually outspeed this in the Trick Room, but of course I didn't. So quickly, I've been Naruto running for so long, I need a drink. That's some good stuff. So going for the Metal Sound there, at least we're dropping Kecleon Special Defense, because Kecleon Special Defense is actually pretty dang good. So I was thinking here, what should I do? Should I swap out? Should I just stay in an attack? And I stayed in attack, but it's going to have Shadow Sneak, so I'm going to get outspent. Very unfortunate there. Usually this thing has Fake Out, Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak. It's normally got some of those, speedy moves there. Speedy priority moves to make up for its bad speed when it's running Protein Run. So now we're going to go into UFO. UFO was basically the MVP of the last battle, so I thought it may be able to get me back into this game, right? So we got the Kecleon going for the Shadow Sneak there. Shadow Sneak does a lot of damage. It actually crits me, unfortunately. And I'm going to throw up the Gravity there. So the Gravity is up. My Zap Cannons are all ready to go. If my Zap Cannon hits this Kecleon now, it's going to do, a lot of damage. So firing that Zap Cannon off, I know a Power-Up Punch is definitely coming my way. And unfortunately, it doesn't one-shot it just due to its bulk. And now we got a knockoff from Kecleon. I'd say Kecleon probably has the Assault Vest there, definitely, to live that Zap Cannon so well. So it's going to knock off my Quick Claw, which is really, really unfortunate. However, I'm able to use a Signal Beam against it for super effective damage, and Kecleon gets beamed up into the UFO. Man, when it gets beamed down, it's going to be purple, because like the Mystery Dungeon one, right? That's what the Magnezone does. It turns Pokemon purple. So the next Pokemon coming out is the Glalie. This thing can just basically do anything to me. It's going to go for a Ice Shard. I'm not really sure if it's Mega at the moment, but it may be. I never count anything else, out when I do Pokemon battles, especially against my community. They're very trolly. They like to troll me. Speaking of trolling, they're going to have Moody. Goody. So if you guys don't know what Moody does, it doesn't mean you're grumpy. It means you boost like a random stat, right, and drop another. So it's going to have an Ice Shard again. I thought I'd bring in ET here. We need to get some Steel Wings happening. I thought Steel Wing would be pretty good. I could go for like a Trick Room, then Zen Headbutt and Steel Wing for some super effective damage. If I don't want to risk the accuracy of the Steel Wing, I can easily go for Zen Headbutt and go for a Flinch Rub. Alright, so the attack is going to rise on the Glalie. It's going to defense is going to drop, which is actually really good because I'm running a physical set, right? And also I got Rock Slide. I forgot to say I got Rock Slide on the set. So we got Trick Room, Zen Headbutt, Steel Wing, a Rock Slide, Analytic, Max Health, and Max Attack. IAPA Berry is the item. Now, Analytic is only there if I don't get the Trick Room up right. If I do, it's obviously going to be useless. So I'm going to eat my ET is going to eat its berry, and that's going to eat its berry really, really good, guys. And it's got 3/4 of its health back, which is really nice too. Moody's going to drop his attack this time, and that's actually pretty good because the Ice Shard is not going to do as much. So Gladys going to obviously go for an Ice Shard because it's going to get outsped, and that's a stab as well. Go for the Steel Wing. Steel Wing misses. Oh, I wanted that Steel Wing KO there, and it's going to get another Moody boost, and of course, its evasiveness is going to rise, and its special attack is going to drop. Not that it matters, because I don't think it's got any special attacking moves, anyway. So it's going to hit me with another Ice Shard. ET just hangs on there and gets off the Zen Headbutt, and Glalie is going to go down. So that was pretty good. I'm kind of happy with that result. Now, we've got 2 more Pokemon left. Will this Area 51 run be successful for us? Will we get to the door, or will we fall before it? So we got Infernape coming out. This is the biggest counter. It's going to go for Mach Punch, and that is my Behemoth down. Really, looking at this entire team, this thing can probably, sweep through most of my team. It's such a versatile Pokemon. Plus, I'm running memes. All right, so we've got to go to Naruto run. It's the final stretch. People, I thought if I go for the Water Shuriken here, I might get some good damage off against this thing. If I only hit 2 times, well, I'm probably going to be Cactus, right? So go for the Water Shuriken. That does a critical hit on the first one, which is really nice. And I was hoping I could hit maybe 4 times. That's 3 hits, people, and I only get 3 hits against the Inferno, which is kind of unfortunate. It's going to have Fury Swipes. We both had multi-hitting moves there, and good for me. The good thing about me, right, I only get hit 3 times, but I can go for a quick attack and take out the Infernape, which is nice there. It could have gone for a Mach Punch before, but it wouldn't have been super effective because I would have been like a water type, right? So Infernape's down, which is good, and the next Pokemon we've got coming out is the Pigmask. It's like, okay, I don't have Dank Pulse. I've only got Water Shuriken and Quick Attack. This could be a problem. So I went into Area 69 to tank the hit because that's what it's good at doing. And Grumpig is actually going to be a quite threatening Pokemon against me. Went for the Focus Mist there, and that was kind of interesting and went for that. And the Grumpig is going to swap out. So it's like, Grumpig normally gets Shadow Ball. That's kind of weird why they swap. Like, why would they swap? Then the Lycanroc's going to come in. Toxic misses, which was very, very unfortunate. So I was thinking, what am I going to do here? Like, what should I do? And now we got the Drill Run coming from the Lycanroc, right? And Deoxy's attack actually lives something. It's a 2-hit KO. I'm able to get a Toxie off against it, which is really, really nice there. It's not often you see Deoxy's attack actually live an attack so well like that. So I can go for a Rat, or I could go for a Recover, a Cosmic Power, something like that. That's what I was thinking. I might be able to get around this Lycanroc with my Area 69 run. However, they're going to swap out their Lycanroc, and Grumpig's going to come in. So I was thinking, I think this Grumpig, right, could be Choice Scarfed. The EVs on my Deoxys, you guys are probably desperately wondering what they are. Max Health and Max Defense. This thing's already very, very fast, right? Speaking of very fast, the Grumpig outspeeds my Deoxys and goes for a Shadow Ball. So this thing is most definitely Choice Scarf, and my Deoxys is going to go down in one shot. Before I can get a Cosmic Power off, that sucks so much. My last Pokemon I've got is the Greninja. I was thinking, okay, they're Choice Scarf. They've got to swap here. They cannot stay into it. And I can go for a Work Up here or something along those lines. It's going to go for a Shadow Ball. That's not going to do too much damage. I went for Work Up, which is going to force the Grumpig to actually swap right, because that's going to Protein me into a normal type. Now, the good thing about Work Up, right, this is actually going to boost the power of my special attack and attack, right? And I've got 1 special attack and I've got 1 physical attack, and both of them are going to be stepped. So, this is going to be pretty good, right? So we got the Grumpig swapping out. Obviously, it's going to get set up on hard, and Wolf's going to come in. I went for a second Work Up here, so I was like, okay, this should be enough to take out Lycanroc, definitely. Hopefully I don't get unlucky and it's bulky set or some crazy stuff like that. So I thought, okay, this is really good. It's taking a little bit of damage from the Toxic. This would be enough to take this out at least. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing against Grumpig to finish the final Naruto run here. So go for the Water Shuriken here on the Lycanroc. Does some pretty good damage there, and it's going to be a clean 2-hit KO, so Wolf is down. So even if that hit twice, it was enough to take it out, right? All right, the next Pokemon we got here is the Grumpig. We know that it's Choice Scarf, right? But that's not going to matter too much. So I was thinking, what is this going to use? It's not going to use Shadow Ball, right? It's not going to use Focus Mist. Like, what is it going to use? So we're going to go for the Water Shuriken. Now, the item I've got on this is King Throck. So I was sort of low-key hoping for a flinch here. Water Shuriken does some pretty good damage, to say the least there. And I was thinking, oh, am I going to hit this? What happens, right, if I only hit this twice next time? I'm going to lose. So I've got to go for a Smoke Screen here. But I get fated, and the Area 51 run has finished, people. I tried twice to run at Area 51 and failed. Enjoy the bloopers.